Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is Stranger Days. And Blizzard has found itself in a very precarious position over the course of 2018. It went from being an absolutely beloved developer to an internet laughingstock overnight. And that is no easy feat, especially for Blizzard. Especially for Blizzard. These guys are loved. They can do no wrong in the eyes of many of their fans, especially ever since going into the esports world and really just dominating with Overwatch and everything else, and Diablo and StarCraft and everything they've done. They're so highly regarded. To see them fall this far in order to appease some type of, I don't know, moral code. It's not even really a morality issue here. It's they want to stop toxicity in the chat in their games, which I understand that. But what they're doing is something I can't get behind here, because in a new update for their Overwatch Contenders blog yesterday, they talked about well, listen to this. We're always testing out new ways to improve the viewer experience for the Overwatch Path to Pro ecosystem. As part of this, Contenders is trialing a new chat moderation that requires users who wish to participate in Twitch chat to link their Blizzard, Battle.net, and Twitch accounts. So think about that. Think about that. You want to log in and chat on an Overwatch Contender match, which is what a lot of people like to do. And then you got to link your Battle.net and link your Twitch accounts to it. So no more an anonymous commentary, and no more anonymous accounts, or no more casual viewer that comes by that just likes to watch but doesn't actually want to engage. Outside of the chat. And that's what kind of implications is that going to have, right? Think about that for a second here. Now, it says it will be trialed during 2018 Season 3 quarterfinals, matches across all regions from December 28th through January 12th, 2019. The Path to Pro team will then evaluate the program's overall effect on creating a more positive viewing experience. See, not everyone who watches engages in the chat. Not a lot of people watch on their mobile devices. They watch on their TVs. They watch on their Fire Sticks. They don't always watch on Twitch.com or Twitch.tv. So engaging in the chat is again not going to be everybody. But I understand the need for this. Apparently, what happened was, and what brought this whole thing about, was the fact that they wanted to, or that they had a Twitch contender, or they had an Overwatch contender match where the chat was entirely unmoderated. And so it led to a lot of racist language and apparently ASCII penises. So that was something that Blizzard's like, no, we can't do the ASCII dick. We have to make sure that it's contained. So they want you to link your Battle.net account and your Twitch account. Why? What exactly does that do? Well, if they want to bust you, they could bust you. If you say something they don't like, they don't really have any set specifications here on this page that says what exactly it is that they're going to be looking for. I mean, obviously there's the obvious answers: racism, ASCII penises, things like that. Those are the obvious ones, but we don't know how far this is going to go. We have no idea what they're going to say, or if anyone who's going to be moderating it is going to have a certain political bias or a certain ideology that's going to play in pretty heavily to them banning people. And if they ban their Battle.net account, they lose access to everything that they have. Hearthstone, Diablo, StarCraft, Overwatch. I think they're shutting down. Is it Heroes of the Storm? Is that them? Yeah, they're shutting down that, so that doesn't really matter as much, I guess. But the truth of the matter is, this still could open it up to them losing their accounts. We saw this recently with Anthem on their closed beta, where a person decided they wanted to stream it. And not only did they lose, did they get their account banned, they literally lost all of their games in their Origin account. Now, we don't know if the guy had a lot of other stuff in there or whatever, but that's true what happened. They blocked it. They really blocked it. And what if this particular type of program that right now is just meant to curb BS and chats for Overwatch moves over to anything else, right? What if it moves over to Diablo when Diablo Immortal comes out and people are going to be, they're going to be streaming that? Are they going to do it to that as well? What about anything else involving Blizzard directly? It just feels like Blizzard is further and further slipping and trying to cater to a group of people that simply don't buy their products. Gamers who engage in this type of behavior generally do it just with games and they keep it to themselves. That's kind of how it is. A lot of the shit talk that happens in comments are usually amongst a lot of the same type of people. So trying to curb that out is really going to be difficult. It is. It's not impossible, but it's going to be difficult. I mean, obviously, the best course of action is to not give those people any bit of attention, so then they don't feel the need to do it and focus on the comments that are good. But here you're going to be asking people to link their Twitch and their Battle.net account. So if you ban one, does it ban the other as well? Are people going to lose their Twitch logins? It's just, to me, it seems like such an overuse of moderation. It can only lead to bad things happening. And I don't think I'm the only one to say this. I don't think I'm the only one who thinks this way. Blizzard has been going down this path for a while now, and this is only another step of them completely alienating a lot of people in their audience. Now, granted, many people would argue, well, don't you want those people gone? If they're just dicks, do you really want them around? And the answer to that is no, I wouldn't want them around. But at the same time, Twitch is moderated by Twitch. Why does Blizzard get to dictate what goes on there? And why is it tied to their Battle.net account? That is just an overreach, in my opinion, and not a fan. Not a fan at all. We'll have to wait and see what happens with it, though. Hopefully the program will not be successful and they'll close it down, considering that it starts tomorrow and runs for a couple more weeks. But I do want to hear your thoughts and your opinions on this one. Is this a big deal? Is it really nothing? Or is it the signaling the beginning of the end for Blizzard? Or do you think this type of program is going to apply to other companies as well? If you're watching a live stream on Twitter, and you got to link in your Battle.net account, or you got to link in your PlayStation account, or you got to link in your Xbox account, or your Nintendo Switch account, or whatever. If you have to start linking these things to your social profiles in order to make sure that if you step out of line, you run the risk of losing everything that you've paid for digitally or access to things that you've already legally paid for, especially given that we're moving into an always online world in many games that are even single player, which is just crazy to me. I don't know. I think the implications here, the long-lasting implications, are very, very, very bad. And this is going to require a very vocal pushback from the gaming community. So again, leave your thoughts, your opinions. I'm curious to know. I will talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day and peace out.